Guys, hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry again, I did not post on Tuesday, and to be honest, I'm gonna be very honest with you. This week I've sort of relapsed. I made a promise that I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna be one of these people that say, "Oh my God, I'm losing like 20 pounds a day, and I'm eating kale 24/7, and I sleep with my weights." Like that's not what I'm gonna say. Like, yeah, I relapsed. I actually have the proof. Yep. Today I relapsed. I was in Lidl and I just literally could not help myself. I saw a whole nut chocolate bar and I literally shuffled it all into my mouth. I was literally like Stefan Salvatore on Human Blood. Yeah, that's a Vampire Diaries reference. Only for Vampire Diaries fans. Anyway, the book that I'm reading at the moment is Too Nice for Your Own Good: How to Stop Making 9 Self-Sabotaging Mistakes. This book, I feel, was written for me. It's like literally like someone had peeped into my life and decided to write a book. It's by Duke Robinson. I love that emoji right there. I actually bought this like years ago. I bought this, I forgot when I bought this. If my memory serves me right, I think I bought it for a friend, and because she's a very nice person, like overly nice. And then I thought to myself, you know what, I could do with the exact same book. Something like that. But anyway, that was the book. So I bought 2 copies, one for her, one for me. So anyway, I went through a phase where I was literally buying all my friends like books or like things that they can, like self-help books. I bought one of my friends, who's like really into baking and cooking. I think I must have bought her like 10 different baking books. Don't ask. Anyway, speaking of baking and all that, what this video is about is what I learned in hospitality. And yes, this is evidence from the chocolate I ate. Don't judge me. But anyway, so yeah, what was I going to say? The next. So anyway, number one, obviously, as you know, I work, well, you don't know, but I work in a restaurant. It's a Mexican restaurant where we sell like burritos, tacos, quesadillas, and all that jazz. I'm not going to tell you exactly where I work, but I'm trying to, I forgot what it's like, and then yeah, there's that spider again. Luckily, it's on the other side of the window this time. Anyway, one thing that I learned in hospitality, number one, in London at least. I don't know what it's like outside of London, but in London, if someone asks for tap water, you are legally obligated to get them a glass of tap water. Tap water is free. You don't have to charge for it. It is free. If anyone tries to charge you for tap water, they're actually doing something very illegal, because I could go into McDonald's right now and say, can I have a glass of tap water? Or if I had my water bottle, if I had like my workout bottle and it's a hot day, and not even if it's just not a hot day, I mean like, if I had my water bottle with me and my water bottle was empty, I can ask them to fill it up. Now, whether or not they let the cold water tap run for a little while before they fill it up, that's basically depends on who's serving you at the time. But they have to give you water. So keep that in mind. So that's number one. Number two, um, yeah, these burrito baskets at my workplace, I don't use them. And the reason why I don't use them is because apparently, like, you get like 15 in a pack, you know, when the company orders them, and they're £35 each. Or they're £35 for, I forgot. But anyway, um, if some people, because they're plastic burrito baskets, you know what, I might actually include the image. I'm going to include the image right here. Hopefully it goes that way. Anyway, yeah, these burrito baskets, because they're plastic, some people think that they're disposable and so they throw them away. What we have to do, which literally makes me feel guilty whenever I serve someone a burrito, when we change the bins, we literally have to, which this makes me feel sick, and at first I refused to do it because my jaw dropped when my manager first told me to do it. I was like, what? Basically, yeah, we have to fish it out of the bin, yeah, and we have to wash it, and it's put back with all the clean burrito baskets, and we have to do the same with any plates or glasses, which I don't understand why. I sort of understand why people will throw away the burrito baskets, because they're plastic, they're flimsy, people think, okay, it's disposable, and they think that, okay, you throw them away. But glasses and plates, like, I'm talking about clay plates, I'm not talking about paper plates either, and glasses, yeah, glasses, you know. I don't understand why people do that, but yeah, same with those. So, yeah, when I do go to work, staff meals, well, staff drinks, and a lot of the time they prefer you to either drink out of the cup, drink out of a glass, or you know, or you can have like the whole bottle to yourself and you like write your name on it, which I usually do that. But obviously I'm trying to cut down on fizzy, but I'm not gonna lie, there are times when, you know, I'm feeling really tired. I'm on a double shift, a 10-hour shift, and time is ticking so slowly. I look at the time and only 1 hour has passed when it feels like 3 hours has passed. I hate that. So sometimes what I like to do is bring this bottle with me. It's actually not as big as it looks, because like there's out a bottle and then it's not as big as it looks. Oops, sorry. Anyway, so I'll put some Coca-Cola or something in here instead of using the glasses because I don't want to use it. So that's basically, yeah, that's number three. What I learned is bring your own cutlery, and I'm talking about and also another thing that I learned, speaking of cutlery, is I didn't realise how dusty serviettes and plastic cutlery can get. Like, you know, when it's just like in the cutlery jar and, you know, you take a spoon or you take a fork or you take knife and fork or whatever. I had no idea like how dusty they get. It's only when you're cleaning up and all that, and then you see the amount of dust around it and like little bits of dust on it, and people literally grabs a fork and goes to eat their food without realising it's a bit dusty, you know, like I never noticed that before. I think that'll be number, you know, don't worry, I'm gonna number this. That'll be number 5, I think. Anyway, another thing that I learned during hospitality is yellow knives and yellow knives and yellow chopping boards are for meat. Green knives and green chopping boards are vegetables, which is pretty much common. I mean, like everyone would probably guess that green is for vegetables, but anyway, I'm sure there's like a handful of people that didn't know that. Anyway, what's the next one? What else have I learned? Yeah, I mean, I've said this when I was talking about being like you don't realize like how tiring it is. So that's the door. You don't realize how tiring it is when you've been on your feet and you're serving customers, your manager has been a prick, excuse my language, and you're just flustered. You have a million and one customers, and you're trying to keep everyone happy. And there's times when you get an order wrong, guys. Like, I can't stress this enough. Like, all these people who want to be Karens and Ratchet Rachels. That's a new name, Ratchet Rachel. No. Yeah, Ratchet Rachel. Anyway, yeah, who wants to complain? Oh, I didn't get this, or you didn't give me enough of that, or A, B, and C. But thank you. Anyway, you know what? Today is a cheat day. It's Sunday, guys. Like, yeah, I'm posting this tomorrow, which will be a Monday, but it's Sunday. Anyway, so yeah, sometimes we get an order wrong. Sometimes, like, sometimes you may order a small and we give you a large and we accidentally charge you for a large, or vice versa. I mean, like, try to be sympathetic to the people who served you, because chances are they've had a very long day, very shitty day. Their mind is everywhere except on the thing that they're doing at that moment, and they're trying to just keep a lid on their emotions and their anxiety, because honestly, like, working in hospitality, anxiety, like, it's basically like, I think it was easier being on the till than working in hospitality, because how we do it is we're in a line. So it's like the hot section, whoever does the burritos, and then the hot, and then no, the warmer, whoever puts in the burritos or whatever, and then the next person will be at the hot section, and then the person after that will be at the cold section, and usually they're the person who wraps, and then the person after that will be at the till, and you have to just transport information like, oh, there's a large burrito, or blah blah blah. And there's people who change their minds as well. There's people who you do a whole blasted burrito for, and then they then say, actually, can I just scrap that and just have like a naked burrito, or could I have like a... Anyway, yeah, so basically it's just like stressful. So acknowledge the fact that, I mean, like, I didn't realise how stressful it was. I mean, like, Morleys must hate me, actually. Like, whenever we see, oh, that's another thing. We hate families. Like, we hate families. Like, families, on your family day outings, we hate you. I'm sorry, but we do. Like, we'll literally be on the line, and then we'll see like a family approaching, and it's literally like we can hear our heartbeats. It's like duh duh duh. And usually there's a family of tourists, or just a family on the day out, or whatnot. But still, And we absolutely hate families because you're ordering for your 10 children, you're ordering for yourselves. Dad might want a beer, granddad might want a coffee, um, this person might want this, that person might want that. All changing. Kids want this but without that because they're children, so they're fussy. And even though it comes with that, they want this instead. And yeah, literally yesterday I had to serve this foreign family. I think they're Spanish, I think. You know what? I really need to start learning Spanish because it seems like everyone who's not British is Spanish. I mean, like that's I take that back. But what I mean is, I've served a lot of Spanish, a lot of foreigners who's like Spanish, like tourists. I mean, and trying to understand what they want, them trying to understand what we're saying, it is literally a headache. So yeah, I mean, like we hate families. Like we literally hate families. We'll see a family and we'll be. It's literally like our heart is in our throat, and we're like, oh no. I think it's different if the shop's been quiet and we're bored and we're like at risk of losing hours because that's what happens at my workplace. 0 hour contracts are the worst because they don't have to commit anything to you. They could say which what they said to me, we're on a full-time contract, so no matter what, out my finger, that's a whole different story there. So no matter what, like you'll be full time, you'll have like 35 to 40 hours a week. Don't worry, it'll be exactly like a full time contract. It's just that under contract it's 0 hours. Lies, 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 lies. This week I was supposed to be working 36 hours, but I couldn't because of this finger. That'll be a whole different story time, and chances are I'll be wearing this exact same outfit. So just know it's the same day, but just a different video. Anyway, yeah. So I lost 15 hours because I was in hospital because of this finger. I don't want to give you too much information, but anyway, well, not until the next video. So anyway, yeah, so they don't have to. There's no like, oh, you get paid your contract hours if you go away. There's no contract, so there's no contract hours. So literally a few weeks ago when I had COVID, literally I lost my hours like that. It's literally in the group chat. I was just watching my manager just giving away my hours, and like part of my soul died. Even though I was happy to be in bed, even though it wasn't exactly a relaxing time, because I was dealing with all these freaking spiders in my room. You must remember that. But anyway, but yeah, like they don't have to commit anything to you. And the thing is, I've learned that a lot of these places are 0 hour contracts, so that's why I'm trying to get out. And I've been thinking about what I'm gonna do next, but I'm not gonna say it because I need to think more. But I can't waste too much time because yeah. Anyway, so what else? I'm gonna give you one more. Yeah, I'm gonna give you one more thing that I learned in hospitality. Um, yeah, in hospitality, another thing. When you watch all those cooking shows, yeah, and like literally they're all like stressed out and it's toxic and everybody's shouting at everyone, and this one saying we need more chicken, that one saying it's the wrong order. It's basically like Hell's Kitchen, but without like the bad reputation. Just like lack of communication. What else? Everyone's shouting at each other, people crying, people arguing. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. I didn't expect that, you know. It sounds silly, but a part of me thought that the whole shouting in restaurants and the whole we're so stressed and, you know, Gordon Ramsay is shouting at everyone. Yeah, I thought that's probably like just for dramatization or just like for a restaurant that's like proper like I'm not saying my restaurant isn't up there, but not my well, the one that I work at. I'm not saying that it's not up there, but I mean like I thought it's for people who's like restaurants who's like proper like up there, and you know because obviously they're impressing all these like upper class business people and whatever, but no, um, it's all like that. And the kitchen manager at my workplace, yeah, he's literally got a hot head. Like he's literally got a steam pot for a head. So yeah, and I'm not even gonna mention my manager either. So so yeah, that's basically what I've learned in hospitality so far. I mean, like obviously there's the positive parts of hospitality. You can, well, in my place anyway, you can, you know, you get a free meal on your break. You you know, you get to choose your availability, and that's one thing that I will miss actually. I'm not gonna lie, like, I love that. Like, I literally respect that so much because I feel like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people need to do the same thing, like letting people choose that availability because then you get less of, oh, I can't work today because I A, B, and C, or I can't work that day because blah blah blah, or can you book me off this day instead because I have my wedding, or what, you know, like it's just best basically, like it's me. That's one thing that if I had my own business, that's one thing that I would definitely take with me. But on saying that, working with these young children, and they are children, well, to me they're children, these young 18, 19 year olds, they don't appreciate the gift, literally. Like, they're like, okay, yeah, we're choosing it up, we're giving you our availability, but if it's a hot day, we're gonna call in sick, or we're gonna pretend that we have some exam if we get invited to our friend's party. It's basically like that. So it's basically like all these young people is like taking it for granted. And one thing that I'm worried about is one day my manager's gonna get so frustrated, she's gonna be like, you know what, F it. No more availability, which that is literally the best part of that place. I'm not gonna lie. The whole fact that we can choose our own availability and choose our own hours. Well, not choosing our hours, but like, oh, I could work this day, this day, this day, but not that day or that day. Or I could work this day, but at these times, but not those times. It's like that. It's not like, oh, I want 40 hours and I want the weekends off, and yeah, I don't want to wake up early on a Monday either. Like it's not like that, you know. So, but it's more like available Monday to Friday at this time to that time, or all day, or whatever. But yeah, that's it for now. I mean, that's what I've learned so far in hospitality. Am I trying to get a new job? Yes. Have I been there for too long? It feels like yes. And I feel a little silly working with people who's 10 years younger than me. I mean, like, the thing is, I've realised I've got a problem with pride. I do. I mean, like, this whole experience with B&M should have taught me that you don't know what you got till it's gone, because I felt so low that I missed B&M so badly. Like, it got to, at first I was like, you know, you saw me on my channel, like, at first I was like, yeah, F you B&M. But then as the time went on, I was like, you know what, I'm sick of this. I need a job right now. And that's when I started to appreciate the good parts of B&M. I started to remember the good parts of B&M, and you know, the laughs and payday and me and my sister going shopping, different things, you know, things that I could have done with my money that I just didn't do, and the fact that I had a contract, you know, that part still hurts me a little. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, we didn't get to choose our availability, but that, and usually the rota was always wrong. And even if you asked for a particular day off, they didn't give it to you because they would have forgot and said, "Oh, well, it's too late because the rota's done." But that's another thing. I mean, like, this place, they don't ignore you. They literally write down in a notebook everyone's availability and they make sure that they get it correct. So I give that, I respect that a lot. That's one thing that I definitely respect. Yeah. Oh, and there's another fact. Yeah, you see the mop heads? Yeah, the mop heads are like detachable, so we have to literally, what we do is um, we clean the, like, say if we clean the bathroom, no, we clean the, first off, we change the mop head. Yeah, that's the first, when we're closing the shop, we change the mop head and to a clean one, and then we clean the floor. Then the line is obviously where we stand, you know, like behind, you know, where we serve the food, basically like in McDonald's, Subway, that's called the line. So anyway, we clean the floor, which is where, like, the dining area where people eat. We clean the line, and then we clean the kitchen. And the last place to clean is the toilet, because the reason why is because after that, the mop head gets thrown away. So yeah, that's another fact. I mean, like, that's how it should go. I mean, like, if it's not going that way and you're using the same mop head over and over and over, you know, for like 2 days, 3 days, then yeah, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. But yeah, that's basically like what I've learned in hospitality. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I feel like I might do like a workout video, like probably like next week, but I'll probably show it like the week after. So another one is coming, don't worry. I know I showed you that long ass yoga one, which I am still so sorry for. Like, I didn't realise how crap that was. And I showed you my treadmill one. I'm going to show you more, don't worry. We're still working out. Yeah, we relapsed and my sister bought me an ice cream, but today's Sunday. I'm going to have a little cheat day. We're not going to be too hard on ourselves. There's another thing about this book. It's like they're teaching you not to be like, accept the fact that you're imperfect. That's where I'm at the moment. But not saying that's an excuse to just go haywire and do what we want, but yeah, I mean, like, we fell off the wagon today, we'll get back on the wagon tomorrow. Anyway, thank you so much. Like, comment and subscribe, do all the nice things, turn on your notifications, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.